In the previous segment, we learned that self-leadership is about more than simply choosing the right career. It is about the attitudes and behavior that support that talent. We now turn to assistant coach James, who has decided to use the experience he has gained from leading himself to help others to also achieve their own greatness.
My biggest dream for Ghana is to influence people the right way, using the right principles. I think we can't live without principles. Sometimes, not that the people don't know where they are going, they know where they are going. But the point is, they don't have any inspiration. Nothing moves them. They don't have any drive. Nothing is just like a move or something within that can just excite them to be able to get where they're supposed to get to.
James takes us through the highlights of his leadership journey from class representative to a place on the Students' Representative Council.
It all started when I vied for the class rep of my class. Initially, I had already planned to get into SRC. That was my ambition, political ambition at the tertiary level. So I had to plan right in the house. So I knew where I was actually going. I knew I would definitely become the class rep. Now influence the people in my class, get them to follow whatever vision that I have so that we shall be able to go forward. So I just vied for it and it went through. And it was just a great challenge for me to also aspire for a greater one than the class rep. So I had to vie for the PROMAS Vice President. PROMAS is Professional Marketers Association of Ghana Students, PROMAS. So I had to just, tell the electorates, that is my classmates, and some of the marketing students that is my ambition, and I would like to just get it. In fact, I was very marveled at the response I actually had from those electorates, because I actually didn't know the kind of criteria they actually used in getting me on board. But I think from the response I actually gathered, or from the data I gathered, suggested that it was as a result of the good performance I actually displayed when I was the class rep. So I was just given the thumbs up to be able to become the vice president for PROMAS. The point is, looking at the number of people I'm supposed to reach before the actual elections, 8,000 and over students, it's not easy. And the point is, you wouldn't always have everybody. There were some points I was supposed to go to their various hostels, their room to room, get them in the lecture halls, speak to them on the street, get to them even nearby houses where they were even living. And the point is, looking at that chunk of students I'm supposed to reach, it wouldn't be possible. There wouldn't be any way I'll be able to do that work when I do it alone. So I realized that this is a work that demanded people to work with. That is why I actually mobilized 50 people, right from different backgrounds when you come to different, different departments, because we are working from department to department. We are working from room to room. One of my campaign managers was sharing money to some electorates, and well, because he was very loyal to me and very committed to helping me, he came to report to me that this is what he has actually done. So I'm sure he was actually asking for my view whether he has actually done the right thing or the wrong thing. So I just re-emphasized, or I just reiterated to them that what he did was wrong. That didn't fall within my principles, because I made it clear to him that if you give somebody to vote for you, it means you've bought a person's intelligence. And what people always think is that is after you've given the person money and you are left. What they say is that you have nothing to offer, because if you think you have something to offer, then you should have told them something that suggested some kind of promise that when you come into power, this is what you're actually going to do. So it's a matter of just sitting the people down after us also and speak to them, let them understand, because their way of life always is being infiltrated by some other things. So you should always be a guide to them, at all times. Let them understand. Just re-echo it again and again and again throughout the whole process. Then you understand what you are supposed to do, or you understand what you are doing.